Pay attention, man. Pay attention. It's your finance guy, Terrell Priest. First and foremost, let's thank God for another day. All I ask, if you take anything from this video, that you please like, share, and subscribe. This helps grow the channel, build the platform, so we can reach and help more people and get the eyes of some of these experts so they can come on the show and help us out. Alright, this week is going to be a follow-up from last week, Health is Wealth, Part 2. So I got a lot of questions, and I noticed that I was challenging you guys on your health and things of that sort, and I didn't give you like an alternative to what you need to be eating or things of that sort. So gonna cover all of that here in this video. Alright, so first and foremost, I'm not a nutritionist, right? So all I am is I'm just paying attention, right? Pay attention to my body, when I'm feeling good, when I'm feeling sleepy, what foods I'm putting in my body, things of that sort. Alright, looking at people that's older than me, people that have came before me knowing that I don't want my life or my health to look like that, so I'm making the adjustments and the changes now. So one of the questions I kept getting was on the intermittent fasting or however you say it, right? I was telling you guys last week that I only eat between 12 and 8 o'clock. I give my body 8 hours to eat, and it's going to be 16 hours off, right? So 8 on, 16 off, or some people do the 2 to 6. That's giving you 6 hours to eat and then 18 off, all right? And what that is doing is giving your body a chance to heal and digest your food. Right? They always say you got two brains. You got one in your head, you got one in your gut. Right? The majority of our diseases and cancers and things of that sort come from the gut and the colon. Alright, so what you're doing with your body is my theory is kind of like a sponge. Right? So say you got a wet sponge. Right? You got a lot of water on it. If you put more water on the sponge, it's just going to keep dripping off and things of that sort. So think of your body. If you're always eating, you always got food digesting and things of that sort. You're putting food in your body and it's always just dripping off, and that's why we're getting overweight and we're getting obese. Right? So now if you have a dry sponge, you put water on your dry sponge, it absorbs and soaks up everything that you put on there, right? So that's kind of how we need to think about the fasting. Right? Got your body healing for 16 hours, digesting foods, getting rid of chemicals, things of that sort. That first meal you put in your body needs to be full of minerals and some of that nutritional stuff in there, okay? So, like I was telling you guys, first thing I put in my body, I break the fast with a green smoothie. That's gonna be my spinach, my kale, my fruits. I do some black seed oil, sea moss, and a bowl of oatmeal too, like oats, just to get that down there, something nice and smooth to break my fast. But just making sure that I'm putting lively stuff in my body when I'm breaking that fast. That's the most important time, simply because that's going to be the first meal of the day, and that's when your body's going to be absorbing everything it needs to absorb. So it took me about 2 weeks to 3 weeks for my body to kind of get used to this eating habit, and after that, man, it's just like clockwork, right? I'm not hungry before 12. I'm not hungry after 8. The same way you trained your body to wake up and eat first thing in the morning and eat at 12 and eat at 8. It's the same thing you're doing here. You're just retraining your body, right? Your body's going to adapt. It's going to understand what's going on. And the biggest thing is keeping that gut clear, clean, and running smooth, all right? We're putting a lot of dead stuff in there and a lot of chemical-y stuff and all these fats and all this stuff like that. That's why you get backed up, you feel bloated. When you're eating, you get sleepy, they call it the itis and things of that sort. That's your body telling you that this is not good for us. We need to be putting lively things in our bodies. Alright, so if we're gonna have dead stuff like chicken, beef, steaks and stuff like that, offset it with something lively, right? So have a salad, right? Have some vegetables. You could throw starch in there or something like that, some rice, potatoes, or pastas and things of that sort. But if we're gonna do the burger from the fast food spot, let's try to do some fruit. Let's not do the burgers and the fries. Let's try to change it up just a little bit. Let's offset it a little bit, alright? The preference is if we will all be plant-based and everything will be lively and things of that sort. But I know I'm asking for too much there, so if we are gonna do the dead stuff, the meats and all that good stuff, let's just make sure we're offsetting it with something lively. So your salads, and vegetables. Right? Something alive. The key is listening to your body, understanding your body. If you're eating and then you're getting tired, that's your body telling you it needs to rest so it can break down this crap that you put in my body, right? Dieting and what you're eating is very important. Plant-based diets have gotten people off of their deathbeds. It has cured so many diseases that we were thinking was wrong with us, and they gave us all these pills and things of that sort. And all you needed to do was just eat better. Eat more plants. Eat more lively things. Alright? Your food is your energy source. Right? So think about if you had a car, and every time you put gas in your car start acting up and shaking funny. You'll stop putting that gas in there. It's not fueling your car right. Correct? So when we're eating, once we eat that first time, second time of the day or what have you, we need to be energized and need to be more remmed up and being able to do what we need to do. Not getting sleepy and having to drink coffee. Alright, so fasting. Just giving our body a break, giving our body a time to heal itself, clear the gut out, clear that colon out, and stay out of these hospitals. Let's stop having diseases, let's stop getting these medications, let's stay out of these hospitals. Alright, let's stay out the way. That's another one of my points I was talking about. It's a capitalist country. You got this $1 trillion medical field. Alright, you got some of the highest paid professionals or doctors or are in that profession. Alright, so let's stay out their way. We talk about Black Lives Matter and all this stuff, and you see cops out here killing people and things that's going on. There's a lot of death and a lot of stuff going on in the hospital as well that like nobody's talking about. I don't want to make it all a black or white thing or race thing or anything like that, right? But if you're looking at statistics, black women are dying at much higher rates in these hospitals giving birth than other races. Alright, so that could be a lot of things there. I just want to pay attention to what's going on, and let's just stay out the way. One of my family members, right, went into the hospital. She had a disease that she was born with that she can't help, was feeling sick, was hurt, went to the hospital for help. They didn't see her till 2 or 3 days later. She ended up having a stroke. So she went into the hospital looking for help and left the hospital a whole different person after having a stroke. Alright, I know the hospital and the professionals are there for us to help. The cops are supposed to be there for us to help as well. Alright, let's stop putting our lives in other people's hands. Alright, whatever they tell us, we just go to the hospital on their bed, and whatever they tell us to do, we do, and we're putting our whole lives in their hands. Let's take some type of control over our own life. We all know a parent or something like that, or a grandparent. Most of us know somebody over the age of 40 or 50. It's some type of pill that they gotta take every day. Alright? It's an economy. It's a capitalist country. They got to keep this thing going. And the way they keep feeding their business, which is the hospital, is going to be the food that you're eating and you're bringing in your body, so you need them. Alright, so yeah, we need to go to the hospital and the doctor to get our checkup, things of that sort. But let's let that be it. Alright, once a year, check on us, make sure we good, we drinking our water, eating well, and let's stay out their way. Alright, let's stay out the hospitals, guys. And then last but not least, I didn't go into detail with this one last week, is going to be exercise. Getting your body moving, sweating out those toxins and things of that sort. That's going to be very important. I know exercising isn't sexy and it's hard and nobody wants to do it. One thing that I have learned with exercising and doing things that you don't want to really do, just knock it out first thing in the morning. Alright, just get it over with. My day, as soon as I wake up in the morning, show gratitude, start my car up, and then I'm out to the gym. I go ahead and knock the gym out and get it out the way. So that's my coffee in the morning. That gets me started, and then I'm able to get that out the way. So once I'm off of work or I'm done doing what I gotta do, there's no excuses, and I don't have to dread going into the gym or have to think about that all day. Alright, so I challenge you. We don't gotta be going to the gym. You can right there in your neighborhoods or wherever you're at, just walk around your neighborhood and start off, light jog if you can jog. But let's just get the body moving. Let's stretch. Let's get some oxygen in those lungs. Let's sweat. All right, if we can't sweat, you always have saunas, steam rooms, things of that sort. So we just need to get those toxins out of us, and let's get our body moving as well. All right, so we're gonna keep this one short this week. I just want to go over a couple of things and go into detail about the fasting. and how that works, and why that's important. Disciplining the body and making sure we're keeping our core, our gut clean and cleansed, so we can fight off some of these diseases, and our body can heal itself. All right, whatever you believe in, but God, or whatever you believe in, He made this body perfect. All right, it can cleanse itself and do what it needs to do. But if you're working it all day and it's digesting food and digesting crap all day, right, it can't fight off or do what it needs to do and cleanse itself. All right? So let's practice some type of food manipulation to where we're not eating as much and we're giving our body a chance to break down the food actually and cleanse itself, right? That's going to help us fight off some of these diseases, right? So we're going to be eating some of that dead stuff, the meats and things of that sort, but we're going to be offsetting that with greens and lively stuff as well. All right, we're going to cut down on all the extra processed meats and processed foods, the fast food stuff, so we can stay out of the hospitals, right? Stay off of these pills, right? Stop feeding the $1 trillion industry, and we're going to enjoy our life so we can be around a lot longer for people that love us. We can grow old, see our grandchildren and great-grandchildren grow up and not have all these problems in our later life. And last but not least, we're going to get our body moving. We're going to exercise. If you can't get to the gym right now, or you're not in that type of shape, you can start by just walking around your neighborhood, jogging around your neighborhood, breaking the sweat, putting the hoodies on, making sure you're getting them toxins out of your body, sweating them toxins out. If you can't do that, you got the steam rooms and you have the saunas and things of that sort. Alright, so that's gonna wrap it up for us, man. If you need anything from me, life insurance policies, IUL investment policies, annuities, things of that sort, just hit me up. I can take care of you on that end. So I just ask that you please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. This helps grow the platform, build the channel, so we can help and reach more people. And we can get the eyes of some of these experts so they can come on the show and help us out. And remember, a worker without a plan is just a slave. I'll see you guys next week.